So I've been hearing about Denafrips, this Chinese company making incredible DACs. So I requested one, and I requested their least expensive one, this one, which is called the Ares. It is currently $680. Here is the back side of it. Also comes with these kind of tiptoey devices already mounted in there. And to tell you the truth, I guess I was skeptical. I was like, this Chinese company, they don't really have great, they don't have a U.S. importer. It always makes me a little nervous. But anyway, I got this thing in, and it is amazing. It is so good. So good. My world is officially rocked by this device. First of all, I wasn't one of those people who was anti-digital when digital came in, and I was never one banging the drum saying, oh, it's bright, it's steely, it's edgy, or anything. No, I never really felt that. I've owned a lot of great DACs in my life. Thetas, Wadias, a lot of good stuff. But my biggest problem with digital was that I found it kind of boring compared to good analog. That was my, yeah. It didn't sound bad. It just didn't sound as interesting. It wasn't as engaging as a great turntable ARM cartridge phono preamp. I'm not saying the analog's easier. I'm just saying it sounds better, but also just more involving, more toe tapping, more you're just like bopping around listening to music when you listen to records, at least when I'm listening to records and when I'm listening to digital. So anyway, I get this thing in, and that's what it did. It just sucked me in. I felt more like, not that it was more analog, like that it sounded warmer, rounder, softer, sweeter. No, it just made music more interesting to me. That's what it does. And this is only the beginning. They make a bunch of different DACs. This is the cheapest. As I said, current U.S. price is $680. It fluctuates. The Singapore dollar, where the distribution company is, Vinshine Audio, and in the U.S. So the price stays stable in Singapore dollars, but it fluctuates in other currencies. Be that as it may, $680 is a terrific price. So, for what it is, which is, oh, by the way, what it is it's a R2R DAC, an actual, not a chip on a DAC on a chip, not a DAC on a chip, but actual resistor ladder DAC. You look inside this thing, and I'll put up pictures, and you just see rows and rows of 0.1% precision resistors. Large transformer. It's beautifully made. Really, everything about it is stellar. My only tiny gripe is that the LEDs that light up on the front panel are nearly invisible. They are so tiny and so dim that it's easy to not even, when the first time I turned it on, I didn't know it was on, because I was like, shouldn't there be like LEDs lighting up or anything? And they were on, I just wasn't looking the right way, so they're essentially invisible to me. So anyway, as for the particulars, those pesky specifications that people obsess over, it does native DSD up to 4 times DSD, does PCM up to 384. If you're into that sort of thing, if you find any music that you'd want to listen to, it's there in 384. It's fully balanced. So anyway, I compared it against my reference. I'm that guy that likes to compare things that are of similar price, so my budget reference is this Schiit multi-bit Bifrost. I've loved this DAC. It's currently $599, made in the USA, not China, but the Denafrips is made in China. And here's what I heard, that the Bifrost sounded more flatter, dimensionally flatter, just dynamically, just everything seems smaller running through the Bifrost. it wasn't as engaging. It wasn't as full of life. It just seemed more tapped down, a little harder edged, but the Ares just, it breathed life into the music. That's what it does. And that's why it's, pardon the expression, analog-like. It just kept pulling me in. Bass had this kind of heft and dimensionality and warmth that the Bifrost just doesn't do. Vocals were likewise more human. Cymbals, percussion, it also seems fast. It's a much more transparent, effortless sounding DAC than the Schiit Bifrost. Now, the Schiit Bifrost, I don't mean to be shitting on the Schiit, but it is in that sense far more digital in its demeanor than the Ares. But cymbals, there was this texture, this delicacy, this tactile reach-out quality to the cymbals. Mine is a $680 DAC. Now, so yes, I need to hear their better stuff. Now, whether my next Denafrips review will be of their, I think it's called Pontus, which is around, I should have looked up these prices first, but around $1,700, or just go to the top model, which is called the Terminator, which is I think also around $4,000. This I don't know where I'm going to go to next and when I will do it, but I know that my attention is fully, my antennas are up, my ears are perked, and I am super blown away by the Denafrips. By the way, it's $680. If this thing was $2,000, I'd be very excited. But it's $680. It's just this incredible deal. As always, more information, more specifics can be found in the CNET review that I posted before I posted this video. So, and I will link to that directly below this video. But to me, the Denafrips is a game changer. Now, have I heard every DAC in the universe? No. I'm not that kind of guy that I review lots and lots of DACs, as you might have noticed. Now, the only other DAC that I have in-house that I did compare it against is the BorderPatrol SE DAC. Now, the BorderPatrol uses a chip, but a really old, new old stock chip. It has a tube rectifier. It's not a tube in the analog section. It's a tube rectified choke power supply DAC. It's really, really, really basic. It doesn't do high res, and it is decidedly not a high res device. But what the BorderPatrol SE is a very, pardon the expression, musical sounding DAC. It's softer, it's sweeter, it's rounder, it's fuller. Ironically, it sounds more like the Ares than the Schiit Bifrost does. And when I say Bifrost, I always mean multi-bit Bifrost. But the BorderPatrol is a low-resolution device, not just in its technical sense of what bit rate and stuff it's doing. No, it just sounds less clear, less transparent. And I like it a lot, actually. But for you resolution fiends, I'd say the Ares has got its, pardon the expression, shit together. So there we have it. There you have it. I am excited to talk about something like this. More to come in the future, I'm sure. My name's Steve Guttenberg. This is still the Audiophiliac Daily Show, coming to you 6 or 7 days a week. Check back often. Check the playlist for speaker reviews and headphone reviews and rants and music reviews and Audiophiliac of the Day episodes with other people other than me. All kinds of good things here, over 600 episodes. Check back often. Oh, and if you really like this thing and you watch this forward to the video, check out my Patreon page, which can be found at patreon.com/ Audiophiliac.